AI is going to replace everybody's jobs, almost just about. Everybody's afraid that the illegal immigrants are going to do it. It's not going to be the illegal immigrants. It's going to be the AI. There's no industry coming over here. It's not happening. It's not happening. And if it does happen, it's going to be automated.
It's a good thing, maybe, this finding out that the Epstein list on a more official never existed, for people to wake up and really prioritize what's important. Is that too sappy for everyone?
No, I'd love it if that actually happened. I want to hold on to that and just hope that that's a thing that actually happens. But it needs to happen on a real level. It doesn't need to happen on like somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who comes out against it, and then the next day she's right on Trump's jockstrap all over again. We need to follow through. You know, we can't say, "Oh man, this really bad what happened with Epstein." You know, but I love.
But like Steve said, he's seen this. Like I could have told you years ago about Green and all of these Cernoviches, and so it's raising the consciousness. If more people are like, "This is all fake and gay," what's important? You know,
but it's only fake and gay until it knocks on your door, and that's part of the issue I have here. Like it's fake until they're taking your relatives in the back of a van. It's fake until your Medicaid is taken away.
Listen, buddy, I'm a pretty sensitive. I'm getting cockroaches during this show. I just got the dude that stabbed Derek calling me, so I know.
Okay. So we're
I
in
know
agreement.
more than anyone here.
So we're doing ourselves a disservice by calling it fake and gay, and in particular for you that you're living
Why?
the gimmick, right?
I stand for truth.
But it's not fake when they're knocking at your door, right? You just told me, buddy, there's
No,
somebody in the
then
back
you're
door.
not understanding my term of fake and gay. It's all theatrics. It's Hollywood. It's like it's an episode.
It's
yes,
not
it
Hollywood.
is.
You know, when somebody's
surface,
in my
it is.
pockets, it's not Hollywood.
Okay, so you're conflating two different things, Billy.
No,
You're
we need to get the
conflating two different
verbiage
things.
right. We're playing semantics.
Yeah.
We need to get the verbiage right. And it's
here's
important.
why.
Language is important. So let's
Yes,
communicate
it is. And
effectively.
I am a writer and know an entomology.
Let's
Bring
communicate
it on.
effectively.
All
So
right.
here's the thing. You're conflating the theatrics that are being described as fake and gay with the real authoritarian actions of the state. And they both serve the same purpose from different directions. The theatrics are to keep people arguing about team sport politics while the paid thugs of the state are doing the kicking in of the doors and the removing. Is the bread and circuses are an integral part of keeping the authoritarian state rolling. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I just think we're doing ourselves a disservice by calling it fake.
By calling the fake shit fake and the real shit real?
I don't believe it's fake. Right, that's the thing, because it directly affects my life. And when it directly affects my life, it is no longer fake. So everybody can go ahead and call it fake, but they'll change their tune very quickly when somebody's knocking at their door.
Specifically in terms of Epstein or whatever has been brought up, what's affected your life?
There's been a variety of things, and we can go all day long, man. We can go all day long, all right, about how these things have personally affected me. Unfortunately, if anybody here does not have the same thing happen to them, that it's personally affected them, they have the luxury of calling it fake and gay.
But that's so not true, dude. It's so not true. I'm like the world's leading authority on the George Floyd, and injected myself into the story, and just had Procter & Gamble infiltrate my beautiful company. Like,
You know it's not fake
me?
and gay, so let's not call it that.
I'm so sorry, but it is being specific. This is all theatric, in my humble opinion. Spending this much time on the Epstein list while we just ushered in AI.gov, I think that's like, they want us to fight over this TV show. And it is fake and gay. The repercussions are not fake and gay, so I can make that distinction.
Well, you keep saying that, it's counterproductive. You know, you can make the distinction all day long.
I
But
think it's
people are going
comedy.
to take it the way they want to take it, and using that terminology is only going to set us back. We need to distance ourselves.
For the people who told me, "Oh, Mary, we're very influential, but maybe you don't want to use the word gay." No, well,
we
I'm
need to
one who
distance
knows
ourselves
entomology.
from that and use verbiage that is effective and right to the point. and that it says exactly what we mean, not something ambiguous that you can read a lot of different terms into it.
I think it's
and that's
fake
what
gay.
you are doing.
I'm gonna double down
and it would be
on
a
the
good
fake
thing
and
to
gay.
not do that. That way we can move forward and actually invoke some change. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
like semantics, and it's like
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
What do you?
It's
How do you
semantics.
define
We should
gay?
get away from that.
How do you define gay? Do you know the etymology of the word?
Oh my God! It's certainly not what you're saying it is, because
Well, honey, I'm
you're
the writer,
conflating
and I
fake
know
and gay
etymology.
together
I looked it up.
as slang
It comes from
terminology.
the 14th
Both of the things
century
shouldn't be
Germanic
used
origin,
together.
and it means
Being gay is something
knowing
very
and
real. It
full
has
of-
nothing to do with fake,
And
but
it
brought
is-
together.
It is fake.
And this is what I mean. This is why we're where we are right now. This
It's
is why.
very small.
This is why we're where we're at. And as long as we don't face up to it and acknowledge that what we've been doing is counterproductive, not only to the people of the alternative media, but the people outside in the mainstream, because it makes us look like idiotic, right? As long as we don't acknowledge that, we're not going to be able to move
You're
forward.
painting broad strokes and not being specific.
I can say exactly the same for you by saying fake and gay, painting in
Well,
very
I
broad
can
strokes.
I can bring you the minutia. I can construct some of these bullshit stories that just waste our time and take attention away from what's really happening in this country.
You did a whole documentary on Derek Chauvin.
No, I did not do it.
On whomever. You're the
Well,
leading
say
expert in what
specific
exactly?
matter. You
You're
can
the-
you
the
can
lead-
try to challenge me and guess.
What are you the leading expert in?
Who I am.
You were saying you were a leading expert. What are you the leading expert in?
On the entire Operation George Floyd.
On the George Floyd operation. So you're taking away from people by not concentrating on the AI. That's exactly what you just told me for concentrating on Epstein. You're taking away. You should be
No,
concentrating. Go be the
reported on
world's
many
leading expert on
different
AI.
things. I do report on transhumanism, and I was one of the only few who covered Charles Lieber as the nanotech king. So
I think everybody here has covered AI extensively.